So, guys, welcome to the next episode of the AN Education podcast. Me and Nathan this time are going to be speaking about our own our own physique development mistakes we've made since when we started the gym to potentially even more recent things in which we've done. And that's what we're going to talk about today, sort of like the own mistakes that we've made and potentially what we've done to rectify them as well.
Yeah, I'll start. I think if we rewind it back to when I very first started coaching or being a PT, I'd say one of the first things that I didn't do, which I should have done, was get a coach because I thought I should have known what to do. But we don't need to go into the ins and outs of that, well, why that is. But the second thing that I did was because obviously I used to play rugby league, but I used to train like a bodybuilder, which is fucking stupid. So because yeah, I wasn't a bodybuilder. Obviously, I wanted to grow muscle. I wanted to look better. Yeah, and look like I trained. But really, I should have trained specific to rugby. Yeah, which I didn't. I just didn't. I just trained like a bodybuilder. And that's one of the major mistakes that I made. Which like I used to do like legs on a Friday night and fucking play on a Saturday. How stupid is that? That is fucking thick. So
Trust me, I
I'd
bet you still recovered. No, because you must have been about 15, 16, wasn't you?
well, no, sorry. So this was when I was about 18, 19. This.
Oh, maybe not.
But but I used to train like heavy legs and I'd have DOMs on a Saturday and I'd still play. But then you're kind of like, why did you not think, Nathan, like, why would I do this to myself? Why would I make my life harder on a Saturday by doing that? Well, that
I
was a
reckon
major mistake.
you must have got some split from like bodybuilding.com and just following that.
I honestly don't know where I got any split from, mate. I think I might have. I think I got splits from certain like forums and stuff, but then I'd like adjust them and tweak them according to what I wanted to do,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
be honest with you.
Fuck
Yeah.
hell. So I'll go. When I first started really loving training, must have been in probably 16, 17, but I used to train with my mate, so that was nothing dramatic. But when I first got into this, I used to run 7 miles every night and go to the gym every day.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and I just got really, you can argue, unhealthy relationship with training or whatever it may be. So like I can remember that, and the reason why I know it was 7 miles because it was two times around Sefton Park. That's what I used to do every single day. And like obviously, and my goal was the same as what you said, just to look good and look like a trained, but I look like a starving person in a camp. Because I definitely didn't eat enough food to fuel that. And how I kept running, I don't know how I done it. Because like if you ask me to do that now, mate, there'd be no chance. Like there's not a chance I could even do cardio with training now because I just wouldn't want to do it. But I was really, really obsessive. And then I'm trying to think. I remember I got Y3T qualified, so that's Neil Hill's training system, if anyone's interested in that. And instead of following Neil Hill's training system, which I paid £800 to learn, as you said, I made it harder. I trained it 6 days a week instead of four, which is on the program, because I just think I knew better than Neil Hill at the time, which is just mad.
It's stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's one of them, Mark, what I do love about that is that you just had an attitude where you do whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
wanted and you
yeah,
just give it a fucking good go.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you absolutely run yourself into the floor. And I think an element of that is needed to see how far you could push your own boundaries as well. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
I agree. Like, there's no such thing as deloads. I don't even know. Like, the only person I like, what I wish if I could relive this all again is I found fortitude training and I trusted what I was reading at that time. Because I think that would have been probably the best protocol for a lot of people starting off to do. Because they actually did have like plan D loads. It was very, very well structured. But you just used to train. And like, even when even if you couldn't train properly, you'd do press ups in the house or something like that. Like there was no days off kind of thing. Um, yeah, like one thing I'd love to go back. I wish I ate more food.
So
I think because like if you look at the young ones now, they've got this wealth of knowledge on Instagram, like and the internet and all this, and I just wish I ate more food because I reckon I could have been easily a little bit bigger than what I am now if I'd done that in my younger days.
I always say like if I knew what I know now, I'd be twice as big as I am now.
It'll be twice as big and so much healthier.
Exactly, exactly. Because I remember, like, obviously, I'd eat a decent amount of food all week, and I'd prep my food and all that shit, and then I'd just not eat much at weekend after playing
Yeah.
rugby, and then like not eating much on a Sunday. If I'd not been out, it was just because I'd not been prepared, or do you know what I mean? And I was like a hard gainer, like kind of you as well, where
Yeah.
I had to eat a footload of food because I was so active in the week as well, because I was like. I literally, what, PT hours, literally walking around all the time, doing like 20 to 25,000 steps a day because you're literally on the gym floor,
Yeah.
actually training, going rugby training, running to rugby, all the shit that you just like, oh my God, I probably did have to eat like 4,500 calories a day back then when I was probably like, fuck
Pushing
knows,
through.
3 stone lighter. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It is mad because and also like what did I do? I used to get reflex gainer shakes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
I
can't.
had serious mass.
Did you? See, I never touched serious mass, but like I used to get this and then. But I'm weird with food anyway, so this is probably not going to surprise anyone. I'll like mix it, but I'll eat it like a yogurt.
Oh yeah.
So I'll make it quite thick and eat it like a yogurt.
See,
Go on.
serious mass was like that, mate, where it was that thick that you could hold the shaker upside down and it not come out.
Oh, what else? I remember, mate, like, like the thing of like training to failure didn't exist, mate. You just killed yourself. It was like you do a set and then you just do a triple drop set until you couldn't
Yeah.
physically move. And then that was on like squats.
Did you ever used to do like pyramid scheme where like you'd work your weight and reps up with the sets? I think some people still do that to this day, like Gem Pop.
Yeah, mate, it's
So
yeah,
because I remember I used to squat a lot, and I remember I used to my squats were defo dodgy by the way, where the
yeah.
depth wasn't enough, definitely. But I remember I'd be like, right now I'm going to put 100 kilo on, I'm going to try and do 20 reps. Do you know what like I probably would be able to do 20 now, maybe. To be fair, I wouldn't because I can't fucking actually hold the
But
bar.
yeah,
But but I remember back then I'd do 20, but obviously definitely like I reckon about 15 of them was no reppers like.
I remember. Do you remember gym and volume training?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, so I remember doing gym and volume training thinking that doesn't look hard enough.
I, I remember doing German volume training where I think it was Nick Mitchell
Yeah.
who spoke about it, and he spoke about doing like a bench press into a pull up. Do,
Yeah.
do you know, like doing like
Yeah,
10,
yeah.
10 bench press, then 10 pull ups and doing 10 sets of it as like a superset?
It's just like it is mad because I think one thing you can say like from now till then the training's become a lot more structured and probably a lot more probably towards what it needs to be as opposed to like I think when back in that time it was just do as much volume as possible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just kind of like train really fucking hard
Yeah.
and just do what you can.
Yeah.
That's kind of in my head. I feel like it was always like, right, you've got to just train fucking hard and you've got to just do as much as you can in a session.
Yeah. And it's like you'd feel exhausted leaving like absolutely broken leaving the gym. And it's like, but like when you're younger, you can recover from that. And again, but I still think, Joe, if you'd like have done a lower volume approach, like what like a fortune train would have been, I think you would have grown so much. But as you said, mate, when you were younger, you just wanted to kill yourself. Like you do
Yeah,
any way you could to kill yourself. And I remember like I went to an M10 seminar, the physique development, and then I started learning about fucking using resistance bands, and then you just absolutely annihilate yourself in that way. And like volume, maximum recoverable volume, maximum effective dose, and all this didn't exist. There was no
yeah,
such thing as that. There was no such thing as reps and reserve. Because do you know Eric Helm's training pyramid?
yeah,
I
yeah,
still got that. They talk about reps and reserve. I thought it was a load of bollocks.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I done the program with no reps in reserve, so it wasn't designed for what I was doing it. Like, but I do believe, as you said though, it's like because we were talking about this last week when we were speaking about the dieting and like pushing people to extremes and all this. It's like I do think that's built a solid foundation for how we train now. So even our quote unquote not hard training is still probably harder than a lot of other people's hard training because of what we've been exposed to when we were younger and more stupid. Trying to think anything else.
I know one big mistake I made, one massive mistake was I remember not telling when I was coached by Cal Raystrick. I remember not
I'm
telling.
gonna clop him. I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
Yeah, yeah, send it him. I remember not telling him that I'd got like bad digestive issues, like where I couldn't. where I couldn't eat more food. My appetite was fucked because I was just like, "You're a pussy. You've got to
Yeah.
just eat all this food." Do you know what I mean? Like, don't tell him you can't eat it. He'll think you're a faggot. You've just got to, you've just got to eat it. Do you know what I mean? I just thought all he's going to do is turn around and go, "Just fucking eat it," and I'd be like, "Okay." Do
Mate,
you know what I mean?
I remember Cal. There was a guy called Matt Ratcliffe, and like every single time Matt Ratcliffe used to do a check-in, Cal might show how many carbs he was, and in my head it was a game to get as many carbs as what he was getting. So I was
Oh
like being
yeah,
allowed by Cal to eat as much as Matt because I thought that was relevant for some reason as well.
mad in it,
Uh,
mad. Yeah, but
oh,
that definitely did my progress. That
mate, I used
fucking
to eat
hell.
400 grams of protein at 75 kilos.
Mate, I reckon
Yeah.
I can't remember. I didn't look at my macros as much, but I remember I'd like double scoop a protein shake in the
Yeah.
morning with whatever, then like double scoop one after I'd trained, then have like 3 meals with protein in. So I reckon I was over 300 grams,
Yeah.
definitely.
Actually, I can remember the manager at the time. Who probably didn't know what you probably knows now, but at that time it was like, oh, just eat protein because protein can't turn into fat.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, and it's like, and it'll keep you satiated and full. It's like that probably fucked me up internally.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
no way I was digesting all that.
Yeah.
No chance. That's 75 kilos, eating about 400 grams. I was having about 600 grams of chicken a day.
Fucking hell. I was going
Mad.
to say I bet that was expensive, but fuck me back then, mate. I bet it was
Chi-
cheap as shit.
Mate, well, yeah, it was nowhere near as bad, Joe. It's like I noticed this actually. I went to the Tesco and no blueberries are now £3. Two
Yeah, I
weeks
can
ago,
imagine.
2 weeks ago, they're only £2.70. So I don't know where this 30p increase has come from. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, mate, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. 'Cause, mate, I was earning pennies as well when I first started coaching. When I say pennies, I
Yeah,
was probably earning what maybe an average person would earn, and maybe slightly
yeah,
less than that. So I wouldn't be able to eat anywhere near as much food as what I was eating back then. But I was also living with my parents as well. So it's like
yeah,
you didn't have that expensive like mortgage or rent or things like that. But
yeah.
yeah, mate, what else? What else did we used to do? I never used to cook sweet potato properly.
What do you mean? You used
So
to like,
I used to semi-cook it and then I'd cook it in the microwave when I got to work. But sometimes, no, because like you're in between PT sessions,
yeah,
sometimes I wouldn't cook through properly. It's like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna eat it anyway.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. That was probably another mistake. Just gulping
Well,
food down between meals.
yeah, well, yeah. I was just about to say that's definitely a mistake I made, where you just like walking around with meals and just fucking
Yeah, yeah,
slamming it
yeah.
down.
Like when you've got
Yeah,
6 sessions back to back, and after the fourth, and you're like, I'm just gonna have to neck something here. Just asking your clients in
yeah, yeah.
2 minutes. So you're like,
Yeah, I remember like you just trained in between a client and then you absolutely rattle a
yeah.
protein shake back with like a load of oats in it, and then your stomach's distended to fuck.
Mate, you're farting all through the session.
Oh man,
Mate,
that
yeah.
oh bad.
Yeah, and it's like, but when you look at it back, because mate, like, I'll probably if I was a young person training now, I'll train 4 days a week, probably
Mm,
training every body part twice a week, and maybe 10 sets per body part per week, and just watch yourself grow.
yeah, and
Do all these mad things.
just eat food, stay stress free, move about as much as you need to, and look after your weekends. Then
Yeah,
still have an off plan meal at a weekend, and you fucking grow like a weed
mate, I never had an
without.
off meal for 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't do that, me
Yeah,
mate.
do you
But
know, no, because like Paul Check was very holistic. I was like, I don't want to have one. I'm gonna say I probably went to Nando's, so you could argue enough on me, but I'll get chicken and
yeah,
rice.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't get
yeah.
like garlic bread or chips. Mate, I'd have hated the gun out of me. Man, like, 'cause I had a girlfriend at the time, she must have hated me.
Oh, fucking hell, not so bad, mate. You
Yeah.
must have been rat boring fuck.
Yeah, mate, I was. Probably was. I spoke, I was probably the gym. The gym. What my meals were.
Fucking
Oh,
mad.
yeah.
Um,
She should have finished me years ago. Um,
I don't think I can think of any more than I did.
I'm trying to
What
think.
about?
No, it was definitely just training too much and not eating enough, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
probably
like
the
yeah,
terms. Uh,
rushing food, big one.
yeah. Not sleeping enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
like
thinking
that's
sleep's
part and parcel
important.
of a PT job, isn't it?
Just like not thinking sleep's important. Um, Thinking like you can just cheat the system. Like the
Yeah,
rules don't apply to you.
yeah. I think like more with me as well, like thinking I could wing it for a certain period of
Yeah.
time. Do you know where you're like, oh, once you'd done something, you was like, oh, well, I know that now. I can just wing that.
Yeah, yeah,
I think, like,
yeah. Look at that.
mm,
Good times. Oh, I wish I could go back to the times. There's definitely some videos of me on Instagram if you go all the way back that shouldn't be on Instagram of how to train.
yeah, same. I think same with me, mate.
Yeah. Right, guys. So if you've got any training mistakes or things that you've done stupidly in the past that you are wanting to share, please put them in the comment section below. And yeah, hope you'll enjoy this one. See you at the next one.
See you later.